The wholesale and banking industry filled the public hearing room today to oppose the proposed lifting of tax exemptions on their respective industries. Here's more. The wholesale and banking industry are both exempt from paying the business privilege tax, also known as the gross receipts tax, or GRTs. Governor Eddie Calvo has introduced a bipartisan compromise bill that he worked on with Speaker B.J. Cruz and Senator Dennis Rodriguez Jr. that would repeal these exemptions in order to fully fund the GUAM Memorial Hospital. The public auditor recently completed an audit showing that GovGuam was losing out on millions of dollars of revenue due to these tax exemptions. Today, Senator Joe San Augustine held a roundtable discussion on the matter.
I know that most of the folks that are here in the audience, they're actually here to defend their exemption. Very clear. And I want to be able to give them an opportunity to speak.
Frank Shimizu of the wholesale company Ambrose Inc. gave a PowerPoint presentation to lawmakers breaking down the state of the wholesale industry. Shimizu said that the GRT exemption was given to the wholesale industry via a bill introduced by Senator Frank Santos in 1984. The idea was to eliminate what wholesalers refer to as a double taxation on the same goods. Shimizu says wholesalers would be taxed on their sales of wholesale goods to retail businesses who would in turn be taxed on the same good at their point of retail. This is what they say constitutes a double tax. However, it should be noted that it's not the individual items themselves that are being taxed at any point of sale, but rather the business itself as a whole is taxed on gross receipts, that is, the gross or total amount of money a business receives before expenses. Shimizu says that in 1984 there were 6 wholesalers with 640 employees. Now in 2017 there are 87 wholesalers employing 2,320 people. Shimizu says that this shows that the GRT exemptions have grown the industry and increased employment on Guam. Instead of lifting exemptions, Shimizu made suggestions he said will bring in a lot of revenue that the government is currently losing. One is scanning capable registers to get an accurate count of the transactions. Also, he recommended ensuring that all imports are reported accurately. Many other large wholesale companies and banks were in attendance, and according to the sign-in sheet, they are all opposed to the lifting of their tax exemptions. Several senators said they need reliable data from Rev and Tax before they can even begin to make a decision on lifting tax exemptions.
The economic data that could be farmed from DRT is a gold mine if we could ever capture it. Just knowing where our taxpayers are, what is our average income, what is the high end, the low end, all of that. DRT has a wealth of data. But the problem is capturing. We
need to bring in the Bureau of Stats and Plans, the Office of Technology, GITA, and all of these other different agencies that should contribute to the conversation of how we're going to create a process by which we're going to be evaluating these policies.
Senator Fernando Esteves told Rev and Tax that in the very least they need to come up with SOPs to ensure that data is being captured and inputted properly. Speaker Cruz agreed.
Until you have the standard operating procedure on how these things are supposed to be done, and I don't know why, and you've admitted it several times today, your divisions within your department can't talk to each other.
An actual public hearing on the bill to lift these tax exemptions is yet to be scheduled, but Senator San Augustine said that the comments received today would be submitted as official testimony.